day.
Hello everybody, I'm Jeremy and welcome to Resident Evil Revelation 2, How to Get the Rocket Launcher Part 4. Let's get to it. So not much with this first part here, we just gotta keep
Moira.
running forward.
No,
We got a
I
couple
don't
of crates
believe
up
it.
here we can break.
There's no way she's... So, did Moira drive you crazy?
No, Moira was nice.
She does have a good heart. I bet she saw a little of Polly in you. That's her sister. Where'd you get that bracelet?
And we got one right there.
I don't know.
Now up here,
What
there's
can
a
I do?
guy on the ground.
I,
Normally you
I'm not
would,
really
I
sure
think you
anymore.
would have to
A woman.
activate him.
The
I'm not
overseer?
sure, like walk up,
I
press
read the
X.
debrief about her little
But I
experiment.
think you can just keep moving. I'm not sure that's why I did that.
Damn it. This is why I told her not to get
But I think it's one of
involved.
those scenes that you can just skip, kind of like at the beginning with I forgot her name, but the one that was dying with Claire and Moira. All right, so here you
There's
can
some over
sneak up
there.
on this guy right here and take him out,
Find some cover. I'll pick him off
and just
before
get
the
up behind
spikes.
him, press R2, and it's always going to be in the back. Now I'm switching to Natalia here because there are going to be a few more guys up ahead, and those guys we're going to have to shoot down. Because if you try to go for one, you automatically get the other one's attention. So it's just easier to shoot him down. Oh, okay, yeah.
They're
This
over
this
there.
one was a sneaking up on him. Okay. No, I'm thinking up ahead. There are two guys up ahead that we do have to worry about. But yes, you can sneak up on him and take him out. We got a crate here we can get.
This place is crawling with them. Be careful.
Yeah, these were the two guys I was talking about right here. So with Natalia, just find their weak point, switch back to Barry, shoot them. And like I said before, my accuracy really does stuff. Yeah, see, there's that other guy coming around the corner there. So if you would have snuck or if you would have tried to snuck up on him, the other guy that was around the corner there would have grabbed you. And you do gotta take these guys out because you're gonna have to pick up this thing right here. Gotta get up here and then climb up. You may have time, but I don't know. Those guys are pretty fast, so I would just shoot them down. I had to switch to Natalia here because Barry's inventory was full. Now, this is one of the situations I was talking about where you can, randomly just go into your menu and sort things around quickly, as long as you're quick, and it shouldn't waste too much time. But there are spots here later on that
That should get us
where
through.
we can do some menus while we're waiting. Yeah, after you just grab the key, just make your way to the gate up to the left here. It should be on your left, right here.
Is that where you met Moira? Over there?
Yeah, near the big tower.
Got another crate right here. Yeah, it's really not too much to this first part here because it's just straightforward. Take out the enemies and keep moving on. But yes, up here we got the invisible enemies now. There's three of them in this area that we do got to take out. And if you know their locations, like where about their locations are, then you really don't need Natalia to spot them
Where?
out for you. And I'll show you what I mean here coming up here. So this enemy should be straightforward right here. And then we got another one
Keep
right
going.
here. It just pretty much aim your
Visible
gun in that spot
monsters.
there and you should
Oh,
be able
that's
to
gonna
take
be
them out.
fun.
Now I forgot to grab the drill and I don't know why I forgot because I normally don't forget. But I did remember and go back for it. But it kind of proved the point though that you can waste just a little bit of time like
There's
this
something over there.
and still be okay. Yeah, I realized I forgot the drill, so I had to go all the way back for it. But yeah, that's where the last enemy was. Once you get around that corner there, just aim your gun, shoot at them, and you should be able to hit them every time.
Somebody really
They are
trashed
normally
this
in the same
place.
spot, so
What the hell
you'll
happened?
be able to pretty much sense where they're at. Alright, so as Barry's drilling the wall here, switch back to Natalia because we got dogs coming up. Now, when it comes to running from enemies when you're Barry and Natalia, I like to feed Natalia because what they'll do is they'll flip. The most that they'll do with Natalia is they'll flip her, but she can get around the enemies real easily. You'll see more of that later on. So even though I did start running there, I really don't like to start running until I get about here, and then start running. Dogs, yeah, as you see, I got clipped there, I got clipped there. And then you probably do got a little bit of time to get that item without having to worry too much about the dogs. I risked that. But yeah, that's why I like to be Natalia in those parts, because you can just easily run past the enemies and not have to worry about
Here
it too
comes the
much.
rain. Are you gonna be warm enough?
I'll be alright.
So where are your mom and dad?
They died. In Terra Grigia.
You
So
were there
yeah,
when the
you have to
city
go
went
through this
down.
cutscene, this little cutscene here, but
None of this could have
keep
been
making your
easy.
way forward.
You're a tough girl.
And what I
Thanks.
normally do is I hold down the X button to
It's
when
on
the
people
cutscene
like
ends,
me to
we're
protect
already
people
in
like
running
you from
mode, and we can just
bioterrorists.
run past them,
We shouldn't have let you down. So where'd you go?
or just run up
Terra
ahead.
Safe put me in a home. A facility.
I'm sorry, Natalia. I won't ask any more questions.
Alright, so up here we got two enemies. That's why I stayed as Natalia, so I could just like, run past them. Yeah, I got clipped by him. And then I just ran to the door. Yeah, in those parts it's easier to be as Natalia. Now this is why I killed Pedro
They're
earlier,
inside.
is
Be
because
careful.
if you don't have the drill, you would have to go all the way around and go through all that mess and then kill Pedro later on. But here, we just run upstairs, drill this wall here, and then we should be close to the next area. We still have to jump down here, take care of this enemy here. Now, this is the only enemy you do need to kill in this area, though.
There's something ahead. Be careful.
So after you kill the enemy, switch back to Natalia. Yeah, these enemies you don't have to worry about at all. As long as you're Natalia, just keep running. Now, to note, when you're trying to run to a new area, you do have to make sure that the other AI or the AI is not far behind you, because if they're too far behind you, you won't be able to open the door quickly, as you'll see coming up here. So at least make sure the AI is somewhat close enough to you to where you can get to the door and open it. And we got 3 enemies up here. This one just take down with like handgun or whatever. And then this guy right up here, I like to use my sniper. You can actually kill him before, and I forgot to reload, but you can actually kill him before he stands up. And then there's one more enemy right here on the ground. Now, I do miss him sometimes. I forget that he's there, and I get caught, and I'm like, oh crap, he's there. Alright, so earlier what I was talking about with Moira and Claire on how this was the long section for them, and how with
Should be
Barry
one ahead.
and Natalia this was the shorter section, and that's what I was talking about with the dumb AIs. Just another thing, make sure you're Natalia in this area. That way you can just get to the door and not crawl underneath there like she just did. But yeah, if you're Barry and Natalia, you can just hop over the crate there and go straight for the door and not have to worry about going all the way around.
This is where I met Moira.
So up here, we just got to
Good.
use the drill
Let's
again.
pick up the pace.
Now, as Barry's drilling, you could probably switch to Natalia and then go through your menu there. It's just, this is only going to take a few seconds to drill through. But it's another good spot to do a quick menu if you need to. So this wasn't too bad with this chapter, really, because we're coming up to the end
Nice
here.
guy.
Once you get through the red door there, this is pretty much the end. But yeah, this is a pretty cool part right here.
She
You don't
made
have to
it.
really worry about
Come
too
on.
much.
Let's see what we can find.
As long as you kill Pedro with Claire.
This place has changed.
So we got a few crates up here. Oh,
Yeah.
we got one right
Pretty
here and
creepy,
then
huh?
right upstairs. And then that's it. That's the rest of this part here. Alright, so that was part 4 of Resident Evil Revelations 2. If you guys have any questions or comments, then go ahead and leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.